But with that said, friends, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Story time was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I had a fun time. And let's go ahead and jump into GHOSTWARE. And right when you launch GHOSTWARE, we have this screen. No, this is not like a weird, fucked up, degenerated version of Windows 11 or some shit. This is what happens when you launch the game. Added playable interludes to the story mode, it says. Place them between specific levels, episode 1 and 2. That's cool. Cat headcam footage. This is the new website. So if you wanted to replay these interludes. Okay. So if I had to guess, if I click this, it probably opens a browser window. It does, to the developer's website, to the developer's Twitter page, that is. Trespasser. This is another game developers working on. Hexnoplasm. This is a beat-em-up game the developer's working on. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe I should... And yeah, the net to consult all the URLs you've collected in the empty map. So this is something you would maybe launch after doing some stuff in-game. Through the web pages, learn about the lore or comb through forums to unlock extra abilities. Extra abilities, you say. So this game seems very ambitious. This is not just like a brain-dead boomer shooter. This is like... This game's got like some cerebral shenanigans going on. Let's go ahead and crack this open and do a quick kind of perusal. Of course, there is some background noise already, so I might want to lower some things. Music is pretty inoffensive. I'll lower it maybe just a teensy bit. The sound effects, I'll probably lower that at least a bit as well. Voice, I'll lower that a little bit. Of course, it's already, the master volume is already set down a little bit, which I appreciate. Not just maxed out by default, which is good. Input, we of course are gonna do mouse and keyboard for obvious reasons, because it's a boomer shooter. That's how we fucking do it. Ability 1, F. Ability 2, is there a go fast option? Is there a sprint option? It does not appear that there is. So shift being ability 2 is probably okay. I'm guessing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, those are the weapons, obviously. Crouch, that's good. Left control, I like that. Mouse 1. I was like, what's M1? Mouse 1, mouse 2, that's good. E to interact, jump, pause, alternate pauses, escape. Loadout T. Sure. I think I'm gonna say let's make that tab, actually. I'm more of a tab kind of loadout kind of guy. What can I say? That's just how I use. I'm wondering if I should set ability 2 to like mouse 3, middle mouse button. Because we have mouse wheel, and this is mouse 1 and 2, obviously. I feel like that feels right. That feels good. Subtitles, yes. Speedometer. I guess if you were like a speedrunner, you were trying to maximize your speediness. Always daytime sounds interesting, but I think I'll hold off for now. So I'm curious what this trespasser is. I'm curious about the webscape. You know what? If I just poke it. Okay, if I poke the webscape, we'll get nothing right now. We have nothing right now because we've not played the game yet, but presumably we'll unlock more as we go along. People that speak ill of Arby's. I'm not the biggest fan of Arby's, but I don't have anything negative to say about them. I'm just not like the biggest roast beef kind of guy, but... Or like the, you know, the French dip, that kind of thing. It's just, it's not my favoritist style of sandwich. So it's not like my go-to. And of course, when you think Arby's, you typically think roast beef and that kind of stuff. I actually didn't know they served gyros at Arby's. That's pretty cool. Bofa nut brownie. Bofa nut. Dude, is this a setup for Bofa D's nuts? Is that what the Bofa is? I'm aware of Bofa. I know enough about Bofa to be dangerous. But no, I can understand the draw behind Arby's. Their curly fries, of course, are iconic. So, oh, and the Jamocha shake. The Jamocha shake is a national treasure, obviously. Super close to the OG. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. What would that say? Start your adventure. Yeah, witness the origin of madness is what it says. Probably easy. Maybe hard? Am I a hard kind of gamer? I might be a medium kind of gamer. Receive 100% incoming damage. Yeah, I should probably be medium. Let's start with medium and see if we can... If nothing else, we could probably switch it up after the fact. Orange cream shake. Ooh, I didn't know they did an orange cream shake. That sounds cool. Yeah, so I mean, you could definitely do a lot worse when it comes to a fast food chain. So I don't really hear people speak ill of Arby's. More just in my case, it's just not the top of my list. Flashes of beauty, wretched squalor, it says. Welcome to GHOSTWARE, everybody. It's spooky. We have the boobulars.
Back?
You sure are. Now, just follow the path ahead and you'll get your questions answered.
All right. I'm gonna. Whoops. Oh, hello? Why can I not move? Hello? That's weird. I wonder if I need to unplug my controller. Because input, yeah, WSAD for sure. I'll raise the sensitivity up a little bit, set it to 1. That sounds good. Yeah, it's like I'm able to do like teensy little like baby moves. Can jump. I'm gonna unplug my controller, see if that'll help. Nice boob, says Dude Dad. Thank you, I try. I work out. No, I don't. Let me unplug this other thing too. Let me unplug a few things. That was on my end, by the way. No need to panic. There we go. Yep, that was exactly it. Ooh, I turned the sensitivity up way too high. Way too high. And a 0.85. Resume. Ooh, still too much. Still too much. Yeah, clearly it was one of my controllers was getting in the way of something. It was like capturing certain audio inputs. Or not audio, controller inputs. It was not releasing them when I would have rather they did. As a result, it was like making my inputs getting dropped and getting weird. Still a little bit overly sensitive. I actually don't know what it was originally, but I think I'm having to like turn it down from what it was at earlier. Let's go 0.5. Okay. Probably good. Pressing various buttons. Oh, you have like a little like somersault. That's kind of cool. Maybe not somersault, but like a little dash maneuver of sorts. You have a double jump. Nice. Oh, that's cool. You have like wall jumps. Is it some surfaces or all walls? That's cool. We found that one earlier. And you can do like a crouch jump to like fucking launch yourself like Mario 64. Hell yes. Hell yes. Yeah. Orange creamed in the shake. Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Was it headphones? Thankfully, it was on my end for sure. It was on my end for sure. We have pistol. And you know it's legit when we have infinite ammo for this pistol, and also no location damage. So going for headshots does not seem to make any sort of major difference. Alt fire. So the alt fire fires faster. And seems like it would have less damage. Seems like it would have less damage, but it seems like it's still doing 10 each time. We also got the shotgun. I'm guessing this fires 2. If you do this, the alternate fire probably fires like 2 shots. Have up to 2 abilities, okay. Progressing the story or exploring certain places, okay. Starting ability is Blinding Sand. Allows you to temporarily stun your enemies. Getting close to them and using the thing. Cool. I'm gonna lower the sound effects volume. I think the sound effects are maybe a smidge bit on the loud side. Down to 40. Is it pocket sand? Oh my gosh, I sure hope so. Yeah, exactly. It's doing the same damage, so I'm not sure what the downside or upside is. Pocket sand. Yeah, it really did work. So the alt fire. Oh, it takes a while to recharge. Alt fire is just 1 shot. It seems like it doesn't actually do any damage. So the alt fire, I mean, maybe it does do damage normally. It seems to target one fella. little bit surprising. We'll have to like try out the alt fire and the pistol damage in the field and see how it like really checks out. Like see how it really behaves. Not just against these training dummies. It wouldn't shock me if the training dummies were maybe not super representative of what to expect.
Welcome.
Maybe it's a rocket jump. That might be it. Oh my god, we have a neckbeard wizard fella.
This is a game. An FPS arena, to be exact.
Oh my gosh.
An elegant genre from a past age. Modern gamers, well, just lost their touch. No,
we're getting meta in the first episode.
Rail flicking, just mindless and immediate reward. But I've discovered that through necromancy, you can revive a dead medium as well.
Little hat.
So you're a sorcerer?
A wizard. And I summoned you here because this game needs players. And you, my dear, are one of them. Now, get into the portal. You'll meet the others.
Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting. Self-imposed title. Calling himself a wizard is a very generous way to refer to oneself. I could have pocket sanded him. In fact, actually, no, I can't because my UI is locked. I don't have... it shows in the bottom right corner that I have the pocket sand and the gun ammo, but I can't actually use them. All right, into the portal we go. It says connecting. I think it means loading. Bustling factory. Factory. Pop.
Hey there, gorgeous.
Who are you?
I am a rocker and a roller and out of controller. Major command.
Once again, this game has some ambition with its storytelling.
What?
This is the Factory, the first of many arenas. Now, if you perform well enough, you'll join
What's up, El Gasso?
in the lobby.
Should I make more? I'll confess, I don't think I know who that is. Shoot him in the face. You got it. I shot him in the face. He's back. Kill him. We barely even met. Kill him again. Kill him again. Oh, he's gonna shoot back this time. Pocket sand.
Too easy.
Can I pick up his gun?
Shotgun.
Just going that way. Get health packs. There we go. There we go. Of course, I know where he is, which is delightful.
Ricocheter.
Ricochetter.
Bubble gun.
Close the barrels. Bubble gun. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, way to just like stand still, idiot.
Bounce kill.
Grenade launcher.
Like how it explodes on contact with any surface. His name's Major Commando. More like a major idiot. I got one grenade left. He's gonna keep respawning in the same area like a doofus. Oh, I got eliminated. Let's respawn. Fancy. Good little hole in the wall there. Off to an interesting start here. Wasn't expecting... I mean, it is in the title, Arena Battle, or Arena something. It's in the idea of like, yeah, this is an arena shooter, but not in the standard definition of what we think of as an arena shooter, because it's more single player based. And this like meta storytelling that this game indulges us in is not what I was expecting. But I'm not like complaining about it either. It's interesting. I understand that this game's story is not everyone's favorite. I've heard like critiques about like people basically saying the game is cool, but the storytelling stuff was like maybe a bit much and a little bit forced and just not to their liking necessarily. What's up, D-Man? Yeah, the dialogue I think is kind of meant to be very over the top and very silly. And I think it succeeds pretty well.
You won this round.
This? Wait, there's more?
Of course.
He's a friend.
Excuse
You will
me?
be here forever.
I don't know, he was very weird and a little cringe.
Carnal entertainment. Ta-ta.
Maybe killing him was for the best. Yeah, very over the top with the dialogue. And yeah, strangely meta. I don't know, it's something different for sure. And that's what ultimately attracted me to this game. Was like, yes, it like of course I love a good boomer shooter, but the fact that it's a boomer shooter kind of Quake-inspired game that's like trying to do something different. I was saying earlier, even if a game like this swings for the fences and there are some misfires, I at least appreciate that it's trying something like a little bit more out there. So now we have like, I guess this is like in between the matches. Yeah, so are your puns always so lame? He says all the time. Infinite sadness of this place. Now I realize my face is covering part of the conversation situations. So in case you're just dying to know, like, Alex, my life is incomplete if I am unable to see the cinematic masterpiece that is this game's dialogue. Like, nothing will make me feel whole unless I like see the exact extent of what's being said. Actually, I guess if I'm in like the teensy bit of the corner, it's mostly. I'll just be up here. I'll just be up here for a bit. Let's be up here for a bit. I'll be mostly out of the way, and that way I will not soil the experience of this of the cinematic masterpiece. That's right, Infinite Sadness, just like that one Smashing Pumpkins album. Out of all the video games I have seen, this is one of the games of all time. When will I meet the other souls? The door upstairs will lead you there. All right. Anything else? Can we move around this place? Sure, we can visit the other maps, and there's no scheduled match. There's weird stuff popping up during our absences. Would not explore this place alone. Tell me about the weird shit. URLs, he says. The others will know more. Strange stuff manifests from time to time. Okay. Noises, paranoia, external interfaces. Okay. What are we exactly? We're ghosts. Some kind of ghost software. Call it GHOSTWARE. Low-key tech with our blocky appearances. Maybe it was the 90s. That explains the artistically creative outfit she's wearing. I have to go now. All right, cool. Every lobby has a save station. Cool. Save or load your progress. All right. And what's this one? Is this to go to the next match? Go back and explore the map where it took place without fighting against anybody to find secrets and collect. Oh, interesting. All right. That was the bustling factory. Which makes sense because, you know, you saw our character model. You know, of course, it's the bustling factory because of the bustling nature of our character model. Anyway, moving on. Not gonna dwell on that anymore than we need to. Save station. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you. Please. Yes, thank you. Well, let's get back to the games, because yes, that is always a good one. On the shooting range and training gauntlet, which is I think we did earlier. So I don't think we necessarily need to do more. Advanced movement. If I an advanced movement kind of gamer, maybe I am. So I definitely want to find some of these mythical URLs we've heard so much about. There's the second floor lobby. Let's do the advanced movement tutorial. That sounds kind of cool. I could stand to learn a thing or two. I mean, I'm sure I'm such an elevated and ascended gamer. I'm sure I know enough about being advanced. Your last attempt. Your best time. Is it a speed? Is it a speed? Speed? Are we going fast? Pocket sand. It really is pocket sand. She like throws her hand forward. It absolutely is pocket sand. No question. An old classic. Oh, infomercial as well. Oh man. Big Bill Hell's of course an old timer. This is probably like, yeah, to see if you got the stuff. Oh, this is like, yeah, this is a speedrun challenge. Hey, we fell down. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. So this is not necessary, presumably. Oops. Oh, shit. It seems to be like a forward momentum situation as well. Like in that case, yeah, we were cooking. but more so than I would have been normally. Gosh, damn, I'm having a hard time jumping out of the that crouch, that slide sometimes, the crouch slide. Yeah, it seems like if you crouch and then immediately try to jump out of it, like immediately afterwards, you're discouraged from doing so. You have to like crouch, let it go for a bit, and then initiate the double jump. Or initiate the single jump. Oh shit. There we go. Almost ate it. Almost beansed it. Alright, so there we go. Oh, then go back. Oh, alright. Then we do the reverse. Reverse! Reverse! Oh shit. There probably is like a rhythm to like nailing it and just keeping the top speed going. Ooh, and not slowing down like that. So I'm sure the people that are advanced and are gamers with this game probably know the exact rhythms to like to bunny hop right and to not have to like back up like I did just there. In fact, you don't even have to double jump. There we go. There we go. New record! New record! There we go. So just a little speedrun challenge. Not necessarily a tutorial, but it just shows the goods. Fuck you, Baltimore. Do I remember Janae? Of course. Of course. She pops in here every once in a while, I think. Haven't seen her in probably a week or two. Yeah, shooting range, training gun. We'll see the shooting range. Okay, Meerkat, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, bud. He says, penis. Then he says, meowdy penis. So here's all the different guns. So we already know about this. It says 10 damage. So yeah. But like sometimes it's 10 damage. Other times it's 10 damage. Here with like the red. I'm not sure what the red indicates necessarily. She was. Oh, really, Whale? Oh, no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Wait. Particle Ghost? What is a Particle Ghost exactly? Oh, no, Practice Ghost. Is that what this is? Are those Practice Ghosts? No, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I can recall some instances, yeah, where she was in the chat, and yeah, sometimes there would be some, you know, something fairly innocuous that would be discussed, and she would share her opinion. I never felt that she, like, went, you know, across any boundaries with me personally, at least. But I would say, yeah, there was some passion involved in certain topics for sure. Maybe it indicates crit. Yeah, maybe it's like it's a crit of the same amount of damage. Or maybe it's when they get low on health. That's exactly what it is. It's when they get low on health. That's what it is. So yeah, that makes sense. Reset the targets. What I don't know is what is a Practice Ghost, unless that means like one of these fellers, like an actual baddie. Or to say, spawn him. Is there a baddie? There's a baddie. That's kind of cool. But of course, you do take damage, presumably, and I guess that means you can die in this area too. That's kind of cool. So yeah, the other thing too is that with the shotgun, obviously this part, you just shoot him, that's easy. But then there's this one. And it launches them, and it does a small amount of damage sometimes. Ooh, yeah, you can absolutely use this to jump. So yeah, so the alternate fire is more for utility versus doing bad damage. One of her relatives. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, if nothing else, she could always, like, make, you know, I guess another account. But, of course, that's the thing. It's like, you know, if you do that too much, it's considered band evasion. So, yeah. It's unfortunate that's how it had to go down. This is more of a pulse shot. That's kind of cool. Kind of like the Link rifle in Unreal Tournament. So that's all well and good. What's this one? This one is the bubble. Kind of like the shock the shock rifle. Or you can do the burst round, like 3-round burst. Or just one at a time. Or freaking psycho. I like how it actually shows on the gun itself, on the barrel of the gun itself, it shows the little pink thingy as it loads. Do the regular shots bounce back? They do. And you can eliminate yourself with it. can absolutely blast your own ass. Okay. There's the shocking truth. We already know about this one. We used this one earlier. And what's this one? So it's just a... oh, I see the bullets do ricochet. Do these ricochet? These do not appear to. But this one does. Can you shoot yourself? I shoot my own ass in the ass. Damage-wise, this one does slightly more damage. Sadly, I cannot shoot my own ass in the ass, unfortunately. I'm as broke up out as you are. Okay. That's all I really wanted to see is, like, what do the alternate fires do for each of the weapons? Yeah. No, I wonder, like, yeah, what the discourse was that crossed the line, or like what exactly was said that was considered too much. But you know, it's what's done is done, you know? And of course it was in a channel other than our own, so it's none of our business, obviously. But sorry to hear that though, because yeah, we would see her every so often. Like I said, she could always come back potentially if she ever wanted to. And indeed explore around. There's 2 things remaining on this map somewhere. Exploration for dummies. I am a dummy and I would like to explore. Sonic the Vadgehog? I've never heard of it, Farsight. I've never heard of it, and I don't know if I need to engage with it further. Getting hit by my own backshots? Listen, that's a skill, okay? They call me the, well, some kind of bender. I'm not gonna confirm nor deny what substance I bend, but yes. It can offer something to the ones who explore. Secrets await those who have eyes that can see. Well, I do like to explore things. Teal-colored object you see in this yard is so this thing in the top above us, I think. It's a webscape URL. Grants you access to a web page you can visit by consulting the webscape available in the pause and main menus. It'll shed light on what the outer world has been up to lately. It'll unlock special abilities for you to use. Very cool. There's that thing up there, so I gotta get up there. Oh. Oh. Should I be alarmed? Should I be alarmed? I can't kill you. I can try. Shotgun? Can I, like, push them away? Alright. If they catch me, let's see what happens if they catch me. Here we go. I'm like, did we just have sex? Is that what that was? No, I know what sex is. No, I was testing you. I know what sex is. No, I was asking you if you knew. Yeah, that's why. So the mercenarybar.net, delicious. Did I just break the game? Did I like break into, like, break out of bounds or something? Might have been something slightly political. I mean, that is a thing that gets people heated sometimes. It's more likely in a case like that somebody would... terrorist group attacks. That somebody would, like, you know, get banned from an individual page versus getting, like, straight up, you know, suspended or banned from the website as a whole. That's the more thing I've witnessed is, you know, somebody popping off and, yeah, getting their ass timed out in a particular person's channel. That's more the kind of thing I'm used to seeing. By the way, we did find 2 secrets, which I presume means that we're all set. I think they said there were 2 remaining here. I'll kind of sniff around and see if there's anything else, but I think we're in pretty good shape. All items in this map, yeah, I think we're okay then. And we also had that intimate experience with that spooky ghost lady. You know, I felt something that I haven't felt in a long time deep down inside my the cockles of my bowels, or the bowels of my cocks. I can't remember which one. I dispense poo and pee. Same, sometimes. Alright, so now we've like gotten to learn a thing or two. About a thing or two. I think the idea is... Alright, let's go ahead and save. Yes. So now if I exit out, because I have to go to the URL thing, to the website thing, to the place, and experience all that it has to offer. So if I say, oh, here we go, Webscape, I don't even have to close out. So the mercenary bar sounds delicious. You're not allowed to access this board. Are you tough enough to enter? I'm so tough. You new users cannot post until they're approved by a moderator. Go to the bottom to the type of message and click post. Okay. So, what do we have here for the rules? Conspiracy to commit or execution of illegal acts. Keep stuff to the moderators and other forum staff first. Stay on topic. If that, it's a mute. If you violate going off topic. Repeat offenses on the 3 strikes rule. After that, you're banned. Politics go to private messages. Okay, transaction should be approved by moderators for a go ahead. Blah, 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 blah. Do anything this site and its staff are not liable for what happens next. It says. Create an account. I can't do it. Incorrect registration link. Well, but what if I wanna? What if I wanna join this cool club? Oh, like it's got like the little C with the squiggle. Little squiggle underneath it. What about this one? I can't see that one, unfortunately. Wasn't there like another fucked up one where it was like something like the something about like the terrorist link something. There was mention of something else weird. Oh, that's kind. Kind good to see you, buddy. Coming out of nowhere. Let's click to the menu and see if there's something in this thing here. Maybe under the trespasser. Maybe there's something cool here. Oh. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is more spooky. This is more spooky. Thank you to Kine for that raid, by the way, man. Thank you very much, dude. The subcockle, I can only hope. I can only hope. We're talking about pee and poo. Of course, Justin, of course. What were you expecting? Of course, man. What's up, Kine? We are playing a very cool and strange little game called GHOSTWARE. It's nice and spooky and weird. And, well, maybe not spooky, but it's going into some unexpected territories. I wonder if this is the wizard fella. Except we're not in our parents' basement as like a weird dude typing away in the dark. We're unfortunately, you know, above ground in like our own apartment, which is kind of lame. Says, I don't have all night. Then we say, yee. Thank you, Kine, for that gift sub bomb. That was very nice of you, buddy. Very nice of you, dude. Join the PP Poo Poo Club. That's right. That's right. Welcome to the club. Everyone's invited. Anyone and everyone can join. Arset says, see, people discuss me, and then he's sporting an eggplant emoji. And does not elaborate. No elaborations needed. We have a version of the Kermit Gape. I'm aware of the Kermit Gape. I'm aware enough of the Kermit Gape. Kind, thank you for that sub bomb, man. That's nice of you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. No, we're playing. It's a cool little game. It's a first-person shooter, boomer shooter, but with like a lot of storytelling. It's very unique, and I'm digging it so far. In addition to the main game, there's this web browser. There's also this Trespasser app that we're also able to use. Getting close to the truth, it says. Need to check something. Okay, what are we checking? What are we checking? It's very dark. Very dark, and like my sensitivity is way, way down right now. So it's like when we're in the game, mode, shooter mode, we have like excellent reflexes and can shoot so good. And can aim so good and move so fast. Pure old school Saturday 13th August, King's Crossing, okay, cool. Check out the window. No, didn't see anything. My guy says back to the computer. This is less like a boomer shooter now and more like one of those like weird indie horror games we would play from the Haunted PS1 collections. Nothing in that one as well. Well, let's go back to the computer. We're probably okay. But I heard something outside the window. It was fine, though. It was fine. Maybe it was fine. But no, thank you again to Kind, though, for that gift sub, Bob. That was very nice of you, buddy. Hope life has been treating you good. Things are good for you. And yeah, we're just vibing, having a really nice time playing this cool little game. This game came out about 1.5 years ago, so it's not like brand new, but it's fairly new, and it's weird. It's weird. Leaks of information. I do love to leak all over the floor sometimes. Like the window in front of the computer. Corporation will try to build their own private army. Copper wiring, exotic weaponry. Reassure you nobody is stalking us. Fine, I'll do what he says. What's outside? There's a person. You see him? Chilling. Chilling there. Looking all sneaky and spooky and scary. Cut the crap and tell me where we shall meet. The place we settled on previously. After tonight, I don't want to hear from you ever again, it says. Promise, smiley face. I am the seeker, and that is Anonymous. Person's no longer there, but it says to leave the apartment. Can I stop by the bathroom really quick? Because I'm a nervous pooper, okay? I get a little bit nervous. I start pooping when I get nervous. That's how it is. Oh. And it says, data bunker. Question everything. 1993. As strong as people allow them to be, okay. Did not answer actions, concrete effort. Thank you for your support. Throughout these years of investigations, trolls came to my blog to ridicule. It's the night I will put you in front of the truth, capital T. I won't name names, but thank you for the spare copy. You know who you are, winky face. Next entry in the blog will be interesting. Believe you my ass. All very interesting, all right. And mysterious. And of course, like, especially now of all times, especially, and of course, you know, the gift subs and whatnot you're hitting us with were, of course, appreciated, but as always, never expected. Never expecting the slightest. We have a flashlight, good. Knowing you were talking to me. Well, so here's the thing. I have no idea, like, necessarily what I was supposed to do, because I could tell you really wanted to share the news with me, like, immediately. That's why I kind of put the stream on hold, and I was like, all right, let's read the chat, because I could tell, like, it could not wait. So, and I'm assuming you wanted a response too, so I don't know. I'll confess, I wasn't exactly sure what was the best thing to do in that situation, so, you know, you might have caught me in kind of an awkward moment where I was like, I don't know what to do here. I'll just be honest and you know, address it as earnestly as I can, but yeah, it's like, you know, if someone says like Alex, read my message now, it's like, all right, quick, okay, I will. So I will, you know, I'll do my darndest to, if it's really important, and you know, of course, it's a subject we've talked about at pretty good length in stream before, so I kind of knew what it entailed. But yeah, it was a like oh shit, what's the best way to handle this? So we just do what we can. So to be clear, this is presumably, oh, there we go. We have to unlock another thingy. So how this relates to the person that we saw at the top, the person that we saw that was in the apartment and that was messaging that one mysterious person. It said we exited the apartment, but how we got into this facility, that much I'm not so sure about. Whether or not these are the same people remains to be seen. I cannot crouch. So I can't get through there. Right, yeah, we've talked about it to a pretty good length a number of times in the past. 7. Wonder if I should be noting these things. That's a raid from Woo. What's up, Woo? Are we gonna fight a cyber demon? Now, one-legged duck, how do you defeat the cyber demon? No one knows how to defeat the cyber demon, right? I know, it's a stupid reference. I think it was GamePro. It was GamePro magazine where it was like, to defeat the cyber demon, shoot at it until it dies. Ah, yes. Thank you, GamePro magazine or PC Gamer magazine. Yes, who would have thunk it that you shoot the bad guy until it dies? That's how you defeat this horrible, horrible thing. Looks like a Doom fan game. To me, this is more resembling like an indie horror game right now. Like right now, it's an indie horror game. Earlier, it was more of a Quake-esque, maybe Doom-inspired game. But yeah, this one it's quite different. It's quite different. But anyway, we got the Woo raid. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Woo, for that raid. Doing some Return of the Obra Dinn. I've heard of that game. I've heard very, very good things. Research. We have to call the elevator. Okay, fine. Fine, I will. But yeah, Return of the Obra Dinn. That game I've heard very good things, but I've yet to play it myself. But I've watched other people play it. But I haven't watched too much because when I eventually play it myself, I want it to be as unspoilt as possible. I've heard it's very, very good. It's an especially good game. Look at the size of that hard drive. Thing is like half the size of the general girth of that table. Good lord. Second level is available. That would be the elevator. We're playing GHOSTWARE, which is normally kind of a boomer shooter looking game. Boomer shooter, or like at least Quake inspired game normally. But there's some weird meta stuff going on with the game, where the game is like somewhat self-aware. And there's secrets outside of the main shooty-pooty absolutely sequences, where you could like shoot bad guys, and you're shooting, kind of in like a Unreal Tournament or Quake kind of setting. You're fighting up against player-controlled characters, but then you're also talking with them in between matches. You're learning about the world you're in, and learning about like how you got here and what your character's purpose is. It's this whole thing, and now we're in this little sequence that is, I think, outside of all of that. We're trying to explore this mysterious facility. So it's all very interesting and mysterious. Galacta Mix. Yeah, Fruit Punch or Tropical Punch. Deep Freeze. Fluoride Stare. Nitro X Boost. XXX Stream. Chaos. And Motor Oil. Didn't I say that Motor Oil was the thing I wanted to put on my toast when I was playing that one AI game? We put marmalade and oil and motor oil on my toast. And the AI waifu lady was like, that's so cool. I love motor oil. I wonder if I should be writing down these codes. We've seen several of them, and I've passed them by each time. Fluoride Stare. Delicious. Bunch of deaths, he says. As always, Woo, if you have any clips to share, you know I'm down. You know I'm always down for the Woo experience. There's the keycard. This will grant me access. There's a picture of a lady. Maybe, and of course our main protagonist is a lady. I don't know if this protagonist is, though. It's extremely interesting, yeah. It looks awesome. It looks awesome, and I've had it recommended to me a number of times. Especially just given the kinds of games I'm more likely to play. Oh. What's this? What does it all mean? 30 megabytes? Right, because this takes place in the late 90s. Who is that robot fella? We don't know. We don't know. All very mysterious. All very mysterious. Back to the main menu. So I guess that was like a prequel or a midquel. It's hard to say. What I was really looking for was if there was anything else with the other data nugget we found. Because we found 2 data nuggets. The first one told us about the mercenary bar. And the second one was some kind of news story. But I can't create an account. It says incorrect registration link. So I think we're just SOL right now. Are you tough enough to enter? Because this is all empty too. Can't interact with this at all. So let's jump back in the games.
GHOSTWARE.
Excuse me? Oh! And then Kind with another gift sub. Thank you again, Kind. Once again, to really emphasize that kind of thing is never expected. You've heard me say it a billion times. I will say it a billion times more. Thank you, of course. Thank you. But yeah, make sure everyone knows that kind of thing. Supporting the channel financially, never an expectation. No matter how well you know me, no matter how long you've been around, that kind of thing, never ever expected. I don't want anybody to think it's an obligation. Primary science, secondary ability. Yeah, so I don't have any extra fancy abilities, at least not yet. What's it saying? Let me raise my audio up.
GHOSTWARE.
Oh, it's just saying the name of the game. Okay. I was wondering if it was whispering sweet nothings into my ears. Raspberry marmalade on your toast, but not motor oil? I'm telling you, man, the motor oil is transformative. Not in a positive way, but it's transformative. It'll transform your stomach from a functioning stomach into a horrible gastrointestinal duress stomach. Since it was going to be positive. So if I talk to this guy now that we've explored Okay, it doesn't say anything else. I was thinking now that we've explored the beyond the game areas, if he was going to say anything different. Anyway, Woo, like I said, thank you for that raid, Woo. And if you have any clips to share, you have my absolute blessing, if not requirement. In fact, Woo, if you don't share a clip, I'm going to ban your ass for it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm always happy to see what you got. If there's anything funny you've been up to lately.
Everyone, we got a new pal.
Welcome to the nut
I see several new pals.
family.
Oh, finally! I thought I was going to be the sole lady in this game. Phew!
Molly, look, we have a robot as well.
A robot, you say?
Robot, say hi to the new girl.
Looks a little familiar, doesn't it?
Still out cold?
Greetings. I am an occult hunter.
Not Helsing.
Helsing, I suppose, since this
1L.
shabby ritual made me forget my past.
Okay, that will be enough. Now, a new mode of combat. Time to conquer dominance zones.
Oh, we're gonna get dominated? Hell yeah.
In the king of the hill.
No, there are zones, none of them is a hill. Anyways, this is a team mode, so Helsing, Wendy, and Commando, you will be Team Blue. The rest are Team Red.
And I'm assuming for a moment there I was like, wait, what's my character's name again? I was like, what's my character's name? I'm pretty sure we're on Team Red. Yeah, we're Team Red, and you're Team Blue, right? Yeah, which means you're not a friend. Get out of here. Get out of here. Double kill. Why are you guys just spawning here, bro?
That had to hurt.
So this is single player, but it's kind of dressed up to look like a multiplayer game. But you're up against AI villains, AI characters. These guys just kind of hanging around here. Double kill. Oh, wait, Red's on my team. There we go. I'm dead. So it's very much inspired by Unreal Tournament and Quake, and it's dressed up to kind of look like sort of those kinds of games. But all AI enemies, and teammates for that matter. And again, there's this overarching story that's kind of happening behind the scenes too. Oh, wait, we're already red. Here we go. This overarching story. There's like these weird in-between areas where we learn more about the world we're in and its strange circumstances. It's all very mysterious. And I'd be lying if I said I understood too much of it right now, but I'm sure more will be revealed shortly. It looks like it's up to me to pretty much carry this team because Team Red is, I mean, they're occupying the space, but of course the blue guys are also occupying the space. We're just kind of chilling. It said first to 100, I think. Blue one over there. Let's get their asses. Be careful, I will explode my own ass with these little pinky boys.
Double kill.
Double kill. Oh, I got eliminated. But we won the match, so it's okay. It's okay. The voice acting is delightful. I think it's kind of meant to be kind of cheesy. This game has, like, in addition to the weird meta layers that are going on here, there's some obvious 90s cheese that's sprinkled throughout. And by sprinkled, I mean, like, hard injected everywhere. There's an arcade mode now. Customize your matches, practice good spots independently from the story mode. That's cool. But make sure to save before closing the game. Good to know. So we advance the story then. And then who's this person? Handler. With their strange, mysterious glasses. And their vaguely HEV suit looking outfit. Hello? Okay. I was wondering if I had to press E to skip. Yeah, I think I have to advance the dialogue manually by saying skip. Okay. And now I'm here and I've got a gun. It says approach him. Okay, I'm approaching. What do you have for me there, bro? A pizza guy? Memories of a special event. An amalgamation of similar memories. Yeah, he's like a vaguely polygonal strange man. Can I shoot him? Oh, yes, but to no end. Also, limited ammo. Usually I have infinite pistol ammo. Except, no, this pistol's different. Well, actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But, like, this gun is kind of different looking. Oh, and yeah, and so this is a different kind of control scheme, because normally... Yeah, we don't have a special move. So no special move. No dash maneuver. No dash maneuver if you crouch. No double jump. In fact, our jump is like a baby jump now, whereas earlier it was like a big dick, big fancy boy jump. Now it's like a small baby jump for babies. So we've entered like a different FPS mode. It's like more realistic. Oh. Oh, this. Yes, I remember you. And I can't stop him. He approaches, and maybe I lost a little bit of health, maybe? Not sure what they're watching, but they're really enjoying themselves. Trailer, maybe a launch party. Maybe this is the Twilight Princess reveal at E3 that one time that had the really good React macro. For years. Bunch of computers. Doing a LAN party. A lack of people, though. Positive association with the computers instead of those who gave you joy. Just one person. Fist pumping excitedly. We're trying to say that electronic entertainment is... and the obsession with it can be unhealthy instead of enjoying being around friends and family and the ones we love. Oh, Jesus. Out of nowhere. What? What else? Oh, jeez. What the fuck? Spawning something. This is more accurate. Vaguely more accurate. This is way harder, honestly, than the arena modes. The arena matches. It's a fun noise. It's a fun noise to hear over and over again. To the point where I think I'll maybe lower the volume a little bit. I'm assuming it's either effects or voices or both. What does it all mean? Like a Fallout pistol? Maybe. I never did play any of the newer Fallout games. I only played the original. You do not have a flashlight this time either. Can I swim? Can my guy swim, or will I take damage? Oh, hold on. There's another one. Do I take damage from you? A little bit. A little bit of damage. But then it's gone, so I can't try to diddle my particulars any more than necessary. There's the robot. Maybe the same one from the prologue and the same one from when we kind of met with the other NPCs earlier. So I guess that's me right now. This like big hulking, big strongman fella. It's a fine journalist. Tell me your name. And again, there's no response. I have to press E to skip every time. And of course, this is the 90s. So there's a pager, of course. There's a new mission. And also PDA. Again, this is the 90s. So that tracks. Very mysterious. What does it all mean? It's kind of hard to, like, you know, piece it all together. It's hard to stitch a cohesive narrative together from all this. Who's behind that door? No idea. The door's been locked since I got here, he says. Scared the dog dick out of me. Dog sick or dog dick. I'll confess, I've never heard of the dog dick before. And I'm a person who've heard about a lot of dicks before. I've heard about a lot of dicks in my time. Requires a key. It even does the, like, I don't know if it's Quake or Doom, one of those games. Does the just general, sorry, can't go that way. Like her, like weird googly eye glasses. This Major is so positive, I try to stay that way too. He mentioned weird stuff. The guy popping in and out. No, that guy, not that guy, something else. Anything else? The kind of club that the wizard fella would ever attend. Been kind enough to bring us here. Okay, yeah. So nothing really substantial yet. Yes, this person. You're something. Do you share knowledge with us? He says, I know a way to leave, I just can't remember how to. Okay. What about the strange things happening? Shadows in the empty arenas. Don't know how to get rid of them, just stay sharp. Okay. What about you? Blackjack. Because he wears a flak jacket, that's why. That's why. You're huge and dead and huge. Bulk covered in plates. What about your past life? Mixing fertilizer and now I'm dead. What about the interferences? These weird guests that visit us. Alright. Go and save. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll confess I've never heard that phrase. I'm sure there's many of like regional phrases and various isms that I've never heard over the years. Misty Ruins, Cramped, and Dominance Zone. Dominance Zone, I think, is the one we just did. Here's Robot Fella. Rumbletron. So we saw something that at least resembled Rumbletron in that weird prologue earlier. And of course also in that weird dream sequence. What's your wisdom? I don't like them putting subroutines in the AllNet. That turned the freaking... Oh my god. Anything else? This is not my body, he says. Did you look like that before this? Maybe the Wiz has some weird kinks and fetishes here and there. Yeah, probably. Like there's two people inside of me, he says. The government is bees. The government is bees. I've not heard that one yet. Tell me about the others. Can't see color. IFF busted. Thermal scanning. Negative signature. You're a negative signature. We all are. Okay, that's very helpful. Strange items, maybe? URLs. Information is power. What about the interfaces? Yeah, none of it really makes much sense. Alright, well, let's just continue. And let's go for more maps. So we did the dominant zone already, but maybe we can explore it and find some secrets. Yeah, and the same. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's the thing with like Midwest isms, and I think this is probably the case for a lot of various regions. The Northeast and the Southwest and all that jazz. Another orbital news story. Is that like there's lots of like sub-regions in like the various regions of the United States that have like their own little quirks and their own idioms and phrases. Because yeah, I know of like folks in like the northern parts of the Midwest that pronounce things differently or have different words for different... Oh, you again. Like every time it's like, all right, fine, just do whatever. Just so they're not chasing me around. But yeah, like folks in the north, like, yeah, they pronounce certain things differently. I've talked about how it might be like there's like a certain number of people in Chicago that pronounce bagel as bagel. And or in the reverse, where instead of pronouncing a bag as bag, they pronounce it as a bag, but still pronounce bagel as bagel. So like there's those little nuances, right? Those little nuances can sometimes have some fun little quirks. Never tried the alt fire for the grenade launcher. There is no alt fire. Oh wait, maybe? The alt fire is... It's colorful. Oh, it fires like a mega shot. Yeah, it fires 3 of them. It's like a big splodey. That's cool. That's pretty cool. So we got the one secret. The shotgun, of course, is good for the big jumps. Like them big jumps, and I cannot lie. I'll be looking for those. Oh, it's armor. I was like, what the hell is this? Enduring armor. Set permanently regenerates armor. Oh, that's cool. Does he have less than 5? Each shard. That's pretty neat. A secret switch to... Oh, so sneaky. Sneaky breaky. Says something reminds you of the Needler. Was it this one? I mean, this one doesn't have the needles. But it's purple. It's like the pinky purple. That's kind of fun. That light is... like my eyeballs, my eyeballulars are drawn to it. Yeah, the purple one. This one shoots little bubbles. Or you charge it up and it shoots 3 bubbles in quick 3-round bursts. There's one more item that remains. I gotta find a switchy. Gotta find a switchy to turn that shit out. And I've bet my brain is probably smart enough to find it. Maybe. I won't overpromise, but I will not underpromise. I will exacto promise. You found a secret. Ah! It opens the thingy. I love opening thingies. And that's a raid from Lunar Sketch. Lunar Sketch, I felt so silly the other day when you, and by the day, I think I mean yesterday, when you raided, I was like, huh, that name's familiar. Anyway, how's it going? And then you mentioned Game Browser. I was like, that's why your name is familiar. What's up, buddy? You were doing some Lethal Company last night, and now you were doing some... Without... I'm just going to... Here, I'm going to read your mind, all right? Just sit perfectly still. I'm going to read your mind. You were playing... MILF Breeder 7. Return of the MILFs. No, just kidding. You were playing Honey Pop 7. The honeys are popping. No, you were probably playing more Lethal Company. Let's see what Lunar Sketch is playing. Lunar Sketch is playing Repo. Hey, he's playing Repo. I love that game, man. I fucking love that game. That is a good one. That is a darn good one. We played that for the first time the other night, and I mean, I love Lethal Company as well. Repo is a different take on that kind of genre, and it's so fun. Given that you've played both, I'd be curious to hear what you think of the 2 respective games. Also, we lost our weapons that we had earlier, so now we're just down to the pistol. But this is indeed a secret area. And they said it was a secret area, they weren't kidding. It also kind of resembles that dream sequence we were in earlier. Because here was the pool of water, just like the one we saw earlier. But there's no people. There's no, like, amalgamations of memories. There's no spawners. But there is this, and also you. Try as I might. What if I just leave? And I don't let them diddle my face? What if I just try to outrun them? Try to go fast? Probably gonna be more of those mysterious entities that are, like, tracking us down. Anyway, this is GHOSTWARE. It's a really strange little boomer shooter that is not just a boomer shooter. It is also a storytelling game. Like, it's kind of all wrapped in the guise of playing these arena matches, kind of like Unreal Tournament or Quake, where you are where you have these matches against player character, or I'm sorry, not player character, NPC characters, so like non-playable bad guys, but it kind of pretends like they're human characters, like human-controlled characters. So very Unreal Tournament inspired, but against AI-controlled characters constantly. But then in between the matches, in between the matches, you have these little sequences where you can sometimes you take control of different people from like different universes or something, and you can talk to the other player characters, the other characters rather. You just fought against in previous matches. You can explore previous maps to find secrets, to like kind of fill in some of the blanks of the story. It's all very strange, and I knew from the get-go this game was not everyone loved it, and that it's very ambitious, that it's one of those where it kind of swings for the fences, and it doesn't always hit. It's not always like a guaranteed hit, but it's doing something weird and different, all right. The one item remains on this map. Oh wait, the map I'm in right now, or that map, the one I just came from. So it says, yeah, at one point I want to see if there's anything remaining in this map, because I think we got all the ones in the previous one. It doesn't say until I go here in this map. One item remains in this current map, I think. By the way, also, Lunar Sketch, thank you again for that raid. And as always, if you have any clips to share, I'm always super down. Always love to ask what our friends are up to. Always so cool getting to see what the homies are up to. In fact, Aaron, I see Game and Browse in the chat as well, hitting us with the red bomber. Oh, Aaron, if you or Lunar Sketch had any clips you want to share, I'm super down. And that's another raid from Poe. But what's up, Poe? Any raids tonight? My gosh, people coming in hot with the raids. Good to see you, Poe. Yeah, Aaron, I'd be curious to hear what you think of the game too, because Aaron's played a lot of Lethal Company as well. It is a fun game. It's a very fun game. He says it's more goofy. It is very goofy. And it's, yeah, it's extremely fun. Highly, highly recommended. Yeah, one of my friends was very generous and gifted me a copy. Myself and a couple others in our friend group gifted several of us the game, so we played it a bunch on Sunday. It was very, very silly. Oh, yeah, MILF Breeder. Yeah, what I say, MILF Breeder 7. Yes, it's a real game. It's very real. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's real, and I promise. I'm gonna let this guy go ahead and do the thing. See if maybe that'll, like, alter something, because it said that I'm missing... Oh, there it is. Can I jump more gooder without my shotgun? What if I jump on this guy? And then... Probably the item that remains. But I don't have my shotgun to do, like, the boost. Can't, like, boost up. Is there anything else I could jump off of, maybe? What's up, Smokey? Eating yourself into a toy box to escape an enemy? And it worked, presumably, yeah. Yeah, ducking underneath tables is surprisingly effective in that game when it comes to getting around scary stuffs. I have no other... I do have the pocket, the pocket sand, essentially. But nothing else, yeah. So I can't make that jump without the shotgun. So I have the double jump, but no triple jump for Alex. I can't pocket sand my way up. Pocket sand only has so much power here, unfortunately. Poe, thank you for that raid. And Poe, if you had any clips you wanted to share, it's very generous of you, Poe. If you had any clips you wanted to share, I'm always down. Always down for the Just a Poe Boy experience. Doing some Dark Souls 3, very nice. I remember you did have that one clip you shared with me when you were doing some Elden Ring co-op with some friends. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was from sometime last year, as I recall. Unless it is... Is it go fast and then jump? Thought about that earlier. Maybe. Like, we might go a little bit higher when you go fast and then jump. But not that much higher. Yeah, I feel like it's still not enough. Yeah, not quite. I feel like we're always, like, kind of bumping our heads. Yeah, it's not quite enough. Not quite enough. Forgot about going fast. And how could I forget about going fast? Sonic would be so disappointed in me. We'll just come back later. We'll just assume there's, like, another... maybe there's a way to spawn with the shotgun. Maybe there's a way to have a triple jump, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we could try again in a future occasion. Or, since earlier, when we went in, it seemed like it removed all of our weapons from our handsies. But, if I find the shotgun again, all items in this map have been found. Yes, we're good here. If I find the shotgun real quick, it's like, ah, shit. It's the one thing I've not found yet. It's up here. Shotgun. So if I have the shotgun held in my hot little hands, then I go into the little crypt area again. Will that do anything different? I'm gonna guess the answer is probably no. But I want to find out. To feed my brain with forbidden knowledge. So I definitely haven't forgotten where the little crypt area was. No way, I definitely didn't forget. What if I just run away from you? Scary creature. Here it is, this way. If I got the shotgun in my hands and then I leave, do I spawn with a shotgun? I think the answer is probably no. Because at least with the shotgun you have that alt fire, which helps you with navigating cool jumps. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. That's okay. Because yeah, the shotgun alt fire does very little damage to anything, but it launches you very high with huge recoil, so you can use that for big jumps. So, let's get the heck out of here. Back to the main area. Let's do a regular match where we actually get to fight some bad guys. Yeah, the Japanese release of MILF Breeder 7, Return to the MILFs. It's definitely a real game and not a thing I made up. Definitely real. Some of the movement is very speedrunner-esque. Yeah, the crouch in particular, the crouch slide is very fast. And then you can double jump off it. It's very, very fast. Yeah. It's just that this game has very generous movement options, which is cool. It's very nice, and I like it a bunch. And now we get to actually fight bad guys. Unless we're the bad guys. What if that's the plot twist to all of this? What if we're the villain? I do like the little bouncy boy weapon, but I'm out of, well, for one thing, I'm out of ammo for it. Shotgun works. Like we get the Unreal Tournament noises as bad guys die. Now, is this 2v1? No, it's a free-for-all. At least I think it is. Double kill. Close encounter of the 69th kind. Yeah, if I use the alt fire for this thing, it will do very little damage. In fact, it did no damage just there.
Double kill.
But primary fire does a good job of making the bad guys not alive anymore. I'm gonna lure somebody up here so I can explode them. Come over here. Oh, except I was out of ammo. Never mind. That's my kill. Ouch, I'm dead. Here, I'll be back in a second. I just have to get a gun. There we go. I think it's probably one of the better guns, given how quickly it melts their health.
That's a
You
shot.
won the match. And Kind popping off, man. Kind, this is very sweet of you, man. More long men. Just what my body needed. More length and more longness.
Huh, this doesn't look like an arena.
So after we won the match, the portal misfired. Oh, spooky. It's a real anime for sure. Kind, that's very generous. That's extremely generous. Thank you for the gift sub, man.
No matter. Just find the exit. You'll get back to the lobby.
They're
What?
just test
Why did
levels.
you
It's
leave some verses
fine.
incomplete. Hey!
Nothing weird. We promise. We promise. No, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the gift sub, bomb. Very generous. Yeah, look at the number. That's 5 gift subs. That's awesome, man. A lot of nice folks. A lot of really nice folks in that list too. Very cool and deserving and cool peeps. Friends of the channel and friends to humanity in general. And now we're in the test area and it's all very spooky. A test level. What does it all mean? What does any of this mean? It's all... There's a lot of unanswered questions. Game brings up a lot of, like, interesting story mechanics or story themes and asks a lot of questions but does not provide a lot of answers. And here we're supposed to use our extremely cool movement skills to jump over the scary acid. And there are some pickups. In fact, probably when we get out of the game here, I'm gonna... Or out of this particular game, I'm gonna go back and find some more. Oh my god. He says, everyone deserves the evil. That's very nice of you, buddy. That's very nice. That's very generous, man. Hits us with another 5er. Which brings us to a... Oh man, a hype train. I haven't had one of those in a minute. Well, thank you, man. Thank you to Kind. That's, again, I don't know how many creative ways I can say thank you, but I will do my darndest to properly express the gratitude. Oh, spooky person. So was there a little figure that just went through the wall? Oh, there's bad guys shooting stuff at us. Thankfully, it can't. Oh, it can maybe go over that. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that do its thing. Yeah, so they can get over the little railing there. That's spooky. Oh, actually, maybe not. You can just shoot them in general. But thank you, my dude. Thank you very much. And he says, you're the oldest Twitch homie. Well, like I said, all the more reason to make sure that is not ever an expectation. And regardless of how long I've known somebody, I mean, there's people that pop into the chat from here, on here from time to time that have known me since high school or middle school even. And, you know, I say the same thing to them. Just because people know me a long time does not mean there's any expectation. But, of course, it is appreciated. And, of course, Kine, you know, I'm of course, very aware of your situation with health-related stuff. So, you know, given that I know you've got plenty on your plate, don't think that there's any expectation for you to, you know, be stretching yourself thin. I want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, first and foremost. That is what's important. I want anybody to stretch themselves too thin, financially or otherwise. By supporting the channel, that kind of thing is never a thing I would advocate for. You know, we want to make sure people are taking care of their own business first before they hit us with generosity. Of course, it's appreciated. I want to sound ungrateful, but I also want to make sure that people are being good to themselves. Gotta watch out for number one, man. That is very important. Not sure what that yellow splotch on the ground means. I'm just gonna assume that somebody fell down and pissed themselves on the floor. I'm also gonna assume there's probably no fall damage in this game. I go down there and explore. I mean, or I could just fall down naturally, like a real gamer. This Paige is chilling as well. She says, hi, hello as well to Paige. I'm gonna jump down and see what's down here. The penis crushers do not get low enough to actually slap us down. I'm wondering if there's any secrets. Because this little W, these little floating icon things, are sometimes hiding in strange places. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. My eyes and maybe even other body parts peeled. Things are unsheathed, fully revealed. Aaron's got something for us, by the way. Oh, yes. Oh, boy. Oh, was this from earlier when you were doing some repo? That does sound very much up my alley. These fellas. Very similar to the kinds of projectiles we saw earlier. This little quaint waiting room area. Kind of out of place. In fact, this is kind of melding a little bit with the apartment. Here's like the restroom area. I do not have a flashlight, unfortunately, which is kind of a shame because it's very dark. Very dark. So I can squinch through there. What's up here, though? Opens elsewhere. Ah, I see, I see. Once again, the mysteries abound, man. What does any of it mean? What is the significance of the test level? Who are these characters that we're having to fight against, and who are we, for that matter, as well? And some more enduring armor. So there's like some meta progression, kind of, sort of, as we go through the story. It's all very mysterious. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I like this. I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. But it is kind of hard to piece together quite what the story is throwing at us so far. All we know is we found... Switched open this door. Gonna drop down the hole. For convenience, I'm always down for a good convenient hole. What can I say? Good convenient hole, that is just kind of what we're up to. What we're all about here. Dead end. Can I shoot my way through? Is violence the answer? For once, it is not. That's disappointing. Oh, did something just slap me? I feel like my guy kind of like got jostled a little bit. Alright. I'm assuming we're probably near the end of this level. More labyrinthian than I was expecting. So we popped out. Whoops. We popped out earlier. Keep an eye out for any other secrets that might be lurking elsewhere. Can I go through here? Nope. No, we cannot. What about this one? Nope. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And new weapon. I mean, that's great, but there's no bad guys here. Unless, what if there are bad guys? Those things. I'm gonna guess the gas area is supposed to do damage to you, but we were in the gas, like, walking around the bottom area earlier, and we suffered no ill effects. stuff on the other side too. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna do the cool guy thing. Ah! Actually, if we're down here, sure enough, the acid, or the gas rather, the poison gas does nothing bad to us. And the penis crusher 69,000s do not get close enough to the bottom to crush it to crushionate you. Kind of disappointing. Oh, here we go, but that's good because we got that thing. Peephole.gov. Don't know if I want to type that in my browser. Don't know if I trust it. Don't know if I trust like that. Peephole.gov. Is there a peephole.edu? Can I get educated on proper peephole protocol? Trying to... There we go. Trying to get the hang of knowing the timing on when to do a little slide maneuver and then when to jump out of it so you can maintain your speed. There we go. We drop down. This guy is spawning a bunch of stuff. I've despawned him and he's very sad about it. Good. He should be sad. Is there anything else? Oh. I guess that means probably not. Oh, no, we're here now. Okay, we've warped here. This is the other side, because we saw 2 sets of these little pressure plate things. That was the other set. So think about peephole.gov. I'm not gonna not think about peephole.gov for the remainder of the evening. That's all I'm gonna think about. Who up right now peeping they hole right now? Who up right now peeping they gov? Now here we are back at the main lobby. He says, do not talk about the peephole.gov. Are you sure? I'm gonna be thinking about the peephole.gov. I mean, I'll do my best to think otherwise, but no guarantees. No guarantees that I will not stray from what my willpower can hold out on. Right, I've heard of other John. Okay, that was what threw me off because I know about John Prime, but yes, there's a second John. More Johns than I know what to do than any of us know what to do with. So we won the cramped match, but I need to explore the cramped map. We can find secrets. Broke a lot of shit. That's the gamer way when you play Repo. Nobody plays Repo, at least for the first time, without, you know, cracking a few eggs. Sometimes those eggs are in the form of, you know, oh, fuck. Shoot at me. Whomst would dare. Yeah, sometimes the eggs are in the form of valuable trinkets and, oh, the acid hurts. You found a secret. The acid hurts my skin, but that's okay, because I found a secret. This one is a little bit more, we'll just say less forgiving than the little test areas we were in earlier. This is forbidden red key card. Lobby maintenance key. 2 items are left. I don't know why the game is like shaking. Shaking violently. Vibrating ominously. I'm not sure if like the world is falling apart or if I just like took too much acid damage and my guy's sad now. Oh, okay. Now we're good. We killed that one projectile bad guy and that was it. Just heal my wounds. My acid wounds. And I burned several extremities off from my body forever. Maybe I just gotta jump. Or maybe I can just go underneath. There's no melee weapon in this game. Maybe grenade launcher? Let's, if nothing else, do what is underneath. Oh, what the heck? Okay, I'll just go, I'll save you the trouble. I'll just walk into you. I know what you want. Strange, mysterious entity. Probably with a shotgun I could reach it. It's a grenade launcher, not a shotgun. Well, one man's grenade launcher is another man's shotgun. Okay, sounds good, kind. Thank you again for the extreme generosity of all the gift subs. You know, just despite some, you know, some, like you were saying, you know, some maybe not great news. on the health front, but still it is always nice getting to hear from you. Good or bad is always a nice time. Oh, is that the creature? Mysterious entity? Got the shotgun though, and the shotgun of course is fun, but also it has nice utility. Behold. That cool alt fire does great work. I think there's one secret remaining. It'd be really smart if there was a secret down here. That'd be really smart. So between Repo and Lethal Company, you might lean slightly towards Repo. I would say gun to my head, I would say probably as well. I would say it's probably how I feel as well. I feel like they're different enough. I'm able to enjoy one without having it overwrite the other. We were talking about GoldenEye the other day, and by the other day I mean like a month ago. We were talking about GoldenEye, and Aaron pointed out he has a bit of a hard time going back and playing GoldenEye after being spoiled and playing Perfect Dark. And honestly, that is kind of how I feel too. Some of those classic levels in GoldenEye are classic bangers and they're still great. But at the end of the day, if I'm like playing games with the homies and someone whips out Perfect Dark or GoldenEye, I'm gonna go Perfect Dark every time. So in some ways, yeah, it is kind of like a form-fit replacement. At least for like multiplayer and for a number of aspects of the game. But not all of the aspects. Not every single one. Ah, here we go. Why are there so many of you little fuzzy things? Fuzzy things that chase me around. What does it all mean? Also mysterious. See, Lethal Company versus Repo. Yeah, I'm able to enjoy them solo. Or maybe not solo, but separately rather. Yeah, some of the multiplayer maps are in Perfect Dark. I was thinking more like the single player experiences, you know, the single player mission of Facility and Control and Silo, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you get at least a lot of the good GoldenEye maps from the multiplayer stuff, which is great. I'm gonna go do a quick save, and then I'm gonna check that webscape area. So we found a bunch of cool new stuff. So let's check the peephole. Peephole.gov. Perfect. This is what I've been wanting, even yearning for all these years. My photos. Yep. Interesting how it auto jumped to the next image without me having to click. This looks slightly AI generated. Now this game came out last year, so yeah, these probably are AI generated, let's be real. Just the general fuzziness of some of the details. And it's probably meant to be kind of fuzzy and unclear. Is this alien Naruto running? Is he doing the Naruto run so he becomes immune to bullets? Y'all remember that shit from the Area 51 stuff, right? If you Naruto run, you become immune to bullets. That's what allows you to see them alien titties. That's how it works. So sometimes it jumps to the next image automatically. Is that me? Is that what I look like? This is probably the developer person, the wizard guy. Yeah. 5 FPS. Well, it was probably like 12. It was probably like 12 FPS. Really low when it's 4-player. When it's single player, it's of course a lot smoother, but yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. That's why when you play Perfect Dark, you get that sweet control, or what's it called? The expansion pack. Sweet, delicious expansion pack for, what was it, 8 megabytes more memory? Which might be enough to at least, you know, have the frame rate be more generous. Expand Dong Pack. Who could forget the Expand Dong Pack? Alright, so I think we've seen our fill here. Like, it looks like it's just kind of randomly grabbing photos from the collection. Many of which don't appear to be significant. And it's just kind of grabbing random ones. Seems, I think, mostly AI generated, or at least altered to look just vague and surreal, or maybe not even surreal, but just vague and kind of fuzzy enough to be unclear. So that was the people. And then Galactimex for good and something else. Industry-leading conglomerate providing innovative solutions. Oh boy. 30 years serving the trusted high-profile clients. First major investor in the field of ballistic sports entertainment. It is, okay, that means like shooting bad guys, shooting others for sport. So this is like the Unreal Tournament originator, presumably. It was fun, yeah. The Balatro hole, yeah. You and a lot of other people I know. And that's not to disparage Balatro. I know it's an amazing game, but yeah, I understand. It's easy to get sucked in. Also, what is that background? It's vaguely Sonic 3-esque, but there's like a dome over the city. So not quite, but it's like just kind of fuzzy enough. It's enough of an amalgamation, which I appreciate. The advancement of the firearms augmentation and incarceration industries. So we're turning jails into blood sports where you give them guns and have them shoot each other for sport and entertainment. Threatened now more than ever by overreaching legislation aiming to strike down a product of all American ingenuity. Wow, the woke left trying to prevent us from allowing prisoners to kill each other for blood sport and entertainment? Jeez, what will they take away next? Next, they're gonna say that, you know, people have human rights. Ew, gross. So cringe. Yes, about us. Business salutations. The arena. The value of your real estate plummeted recently. Does your real estate feature endearingly esoteric construction, limited lines of sight, and plentiful verticality? Have you ever wondered what the walls of your building would look like covered in a freshly spilled coating of human blood? If the answer is yes to at least 2 of those questions, you might be eligible. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Despite attempts by the current administration to kneecap the sport, our algorithmic analysis tools show the arena combat broadcasts are the fast track to surpass virtual romantic partners as the hottest item on the internet within the year. All right. There's also defense. The field of national defense, providing high-profile clients across the globe with top-of-the-line aerospace assets. Very good, very good. There's also the Orbital Correctional Facility, crowning achievement of their zero-G infrastructure capabilities. Built under contract with the United States government. Several additional wings open for rental at various price ranges. Is your maximum security prison housing a real troublemaker? Just fill the international off-road deportation form at your nearest Galactimax Unimart and wait for our call. We'll pick up your sensitive subject discreetly and treat him with full respect of the Universal Charter of Human. I'm sure they do. Careers. If you think you have the acumen, skills, or perspective to earn yourself a spot, call this number. Dare I call this number? Dare I call this number? Maybe not. I don't know. Like, I'm worried that if I call this number, it's like 1 a.m. right now. It's like, maybe if I stream this game in the future, I'd be tempted. It might be. Oh, you're right. It is 1 too many digits. You're right. Okay, that's reassuring. Because sometimes in games like this, they might like set up like a spoof voicemail that has like a message for you if you call the number. Secret World Legends had that, which was great. But you're right. That is indeed a fake number. So we're safe. Net freaks. Leave beef. I thought it was saying something. Leave before you are expunged. Forum rules. I think this is the same as the rules we saw earlier. Same as the mercenary bar rules. Lurk more. I like the noise though. Noise. Click. Log in. Incorrect registration link. That's what this one said. Oh, except now it's registered. Okay, so we don't have access to the Netfreaks one. So I can't log into that one, but I can log into this one. Into the forums. One with the forest, they say. Only companions are the birds fluttering from branch to branch. Corridor made of pillars. Smell the earthy aroma of moss and damp leaves. There's a word for this in, I guess, German. Waldensamkeit. Cool blog post. Thanks. Next time you're in a forest, jump off a cliff. Very good. Banned. I mean, this is kind of a standard forum interaction and also a standard, like, Reddit interaction, honestly. No, this is exactly what hacking is, Aaron. Yeah. This is perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. It's basically the video game equivalent of the movie Hackers. Basics of first aid. Decided to share the techniques I learned through my many winters. Perfect way to craft your own medkits in the time of need. Throw medkit.txt. You've unlocked a new... Oh, that's an actual ability. Cool. You can actually create new medkits then. Spawn a new one to cure you or teammates once dropped. Okay, that's kind of nice. That's awesome. The lone wolf already knew his tricks, but it's always good to know how others in the pack do thy thing. Seed Puck. That person was not banned. More reviews are coming. 6-figure scam. It was pretty fun to do. Honestly, more enjoyable than the fact that I don't have to work for a decade. Give me ample time to do some music, movie, and game reviews. You're a psychopath. I've been enjoying your reviews. When the next? Playing the Arena series. Hey, that's what this is. Graphics are not that good, but it's hypnotic in a strange way. And like that sensation, I'll have to finish it later. You'll find my reviews at the other site I post at. My entire life is the pursuit of fun and not spitefulness. Killer. Teleportation is evil. And that comes in is the clone of you while the original of you dies. But even if it doesn't do that, it is a subversion of your destiny. Okay. Had to go through several rifts on deployment. I don't fear death, but it's terrifying to think about. I go any place I want, says Duke. Subform access. Way more active than this one, trust me. But we're not going to open up to just anybody. Prove that you are trustworthy. DM. I would if I could. Anything else? Drill instructor, cool. Crazy work story. Paint a large G on the doors on one side of the door. Large industrial doors. Paint a logo on the reverse on the back side. He did exactly that. The reverse G on the other side. Cool. Additional typo in official emails. It's always 1 or 2 emails. His name is Paint Huffer. Name is Paint Huffer. Right on, brother. Crank that hog. So there's no way to like reply to these messages or have any sort of input necessarily. The reason I'm wondering about it... Oh, okay, we have to wait till we're approved by moderator. Because, yeah, they mentioned that, yes, you can, like, click post to type a message and reply somewhere. So, yeah, the subform access is something we're curious about. And for this one, yeah, we just can't log in yet. And then there's this one, techfungusresearch.mov. What's this one gonna be? Oh, that's this again. Okay. Yeah, we've already seen this. That's if you wanted to replay that sequence. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's the arcade. I see. Yeah, so Arena is the story. Arcade is just the arcade mode. Instant action. Play against bots.
GHOSTWARE.
Very loud. Vague dial-up noises. Okay. And just so I'm clear, actually, I think I would have loaded before I would have gained the mercenary bar login. Oh! That's a raid from Shake. What's up, Shake? Thank you for that raid, bud. We're playing a very strange little game. We're playing a strange game, but it's very cool. It's called, what's the name of this game? GHOSTWARE. There we go. It's called GHOSTWARE. It's kind of dressed up to be like a boomer shooter, but it's shockingly narrative driven. And the story and the systems outside of just the standard matches are very out there. It's cool, but it's weird. It's a weird one, but I'm enjoying it. It's a fun one. How do I check my... Is it under options? I remember how you do it. There's a place where you can change your loadout. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Bling. Thank you, Shake, for that raid. Shake was playing some Rift Wizard earlier. I don't know what you were playing when you just ended the stream. Do a quick shout out for Mr. Shake. Also, you all should be jealous of me because, you know, we were talking about Repo earlier. Our friends Aaron and John just raided us a little bit earlier. They were playing Repo earlier. You should all be jealous because I get to play Repo with Shake and Alias and Krath earlier. It was a great time. Shake can vouch for my unbridled and unmatched skill in that game. Because I definitely didn't embarrass myself horribly with any major gaffes when I was playing with them. Or the times when it was down to just me by myself. And I was trying to resurrect people and I was just being so smart and so tactful in that game. Definitely no goober moments, nothing embarrassing. It was all great. It was very fun though. Would definitely love to play more of it. Shake, if you're down, I think I also should be good this Sunday for more Caves of Cud bingo. Shake also raised the specter of that wizard game. Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the Crime Syndicate. International Crime Syndicate. I got to play the game for the first time this past Friday, and I am, like, thirsting for more. That game is such a fucking trip. Speaking of, a new URL news story. Grave desecrated. Okay. A helicopter was buried here. No, the helicopter pilots. Okay. Okay. Vietnam War. Kind of random for this to be out here. But, I don't know. There's just a lot of unpredictable story elements in this game. It is very much all over the place. Let's go back down now that we've found this little hidden area. Yeah, time for some food. Yeah, of course. He says he's dying over here. Well, I know that Shake began his stream at like 5 o'clock p.m., my time at least, and it is now 1 a.m. So, dude did a long stream on a weekday, no doubt. No less. Yeah, I do not blame you one bit. That sounds like a good time, but a very long stream for sure. Out of curiosity, I'm going to go ahead and save real quick. If I go back to the web space, did I get... Let's see if I go to this. So, I don't think this is going to be that loud, but like maybe mild volume warning for the net freaks. Okay, it's not too loud. Can I log in now? Still incorrect link. 914 travelers, it says. See, this web browser sequence is very all over the place. The peephole is also weird. With this weird AI generated images, at least I suspect AI generated. Anything new here? Yeah, the About Us is the same. Business Solutions. This is just like lore building. That's still the same. If I go into the create account, we're good there. Can I post? Still can't post. So yeah, the big thing that was the subforum access. That's what we're really wanting to find at some point. Let's jump into the next game. It'll be this one, the Misty Ruins. Thank you again to Shake. By the way, for anybody coming in from Shake's raid, if anyone has any Shake clips to share, I would love to see them. I know Shake is lurking for a bit. He's going to get some food. But yeah, if anybody has anything from Shake's stream that we could all watch together, I always love when somebody raids. Because in addition to how cool that is and how nice it is, it's always an opportunity for me to ask, like, you know, what have they been up to lately? What fun stuff they've been streaming. So this is the part where... Oh, wait, are we... What am I? I'm Team Red, aren't I? I think I'm Team Red. I feel like a Team Red kind of guy. Yeah, we're Red for sure. Unfortunately, I haven't found any guns yet. So this is like more or less the main part of the game, but it's kind of unclear. Because the story is so mysterious. And the non-shoot the bad guys sequences are a lot longer and a lot more involved. And more developed, even. Actually got a damn gun.
Bounce, bounce, kill.
Great dialogue, by the way. Great dialogue, top tier voice acting. My theory is that it's kind of dressed up to be some 90s cheese. I think the cheese and the like. Oh, I think the cheese is kind of meant to be kind of silly. Major Commando has been kicked by the admin. Oh my goodness. The other characters are getting kicked as we speak. Boss of the things.
Now, as for you.
Oh, we get a cutscene and everything. So that's this guy.
30% load.
We've seen him before, but he's like special and being controlled by some other entity. He's a boss now. Has anybody ever heard of or played the game No? I think it's called No One Online or No Players Online. There's that little sequence there where all the guys got logged out. It felt very similar. I got eliminated. Damn. We respawn. Got teleported again. Someone do the shotgun. Shotgun's great. Yeah, No Players Online. Really spooky, really unique horror game. Whatever the green indicates. Medikit. Whoop. Get shotgunned, idiot. Positioning. I'm out of ammo. Stun. Got so little life left. Slow motion. Get fucked. How do I teabag him? He's dead. That's impressive. But he's not dead.
Finally,
I like your sneakers.
worthy. I started to lose hope.
What's up, Score?
We'll meet again.
We will meet again. And of course, that was the model. That was the character model that we fought. Well, we didn't fight against him, but we saw him very briefly in that prologue where we were in the facility and like opening doors and going through the elevator. And the 3rd floor lobby is open. Free to leave this place. However, for one thing, I should save. But I'm also going to see if there's secrets I can find in that level. Because that's how it goes. You do the combat in a level, and you win, and then you have to go back and try to find extra secrets. For instance, ominous red key. If I could find a shotgun. Well, this guy's maybe spawning some shit, isn't he? If I had a more gooder gun, so I'm not taking nearly as long. There we go. I just do the double jump, the sliding double jump. This is not the same level. It's definitely not the same level. It's, well, I mean, maybe it is. It's. I mean, the lighting is different for sure. And this guy's still chasing me around. I see how it is. You guys are annoying. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is the same level. It doesn't feel like it's the same at all. Maybe this is just a part of the map I didn't get to see because... Oh, shit. I guess do I have to kill this thing? Because he's like trying to shoot at me, I think. I left that way. That was very strange. I did get the secret. But yeah, like, we were kind of doing the combat mode of this map very briefly. It ended pretty quickly when we killed a couple of bad guys and they all got banned by the admin. And the extra fancy guy popped in. Here's some different kinds of weapons. Although I think I might have the pistol out just so I can deal with the little homing fellas a little bit easier just because it's nice and fast. Guy's dead. Whoops. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I do recognize this. I remember like jumping over this wall, this like little half wall, and shooting the bad guys on that side of the map. So that part is probably okay. It's like an alternate version of the same map, though. It's just slightly different. On the red key, what does it open? This is a blue door. So there's probably a red door as well. On the shotgun, which means we have better platforming capability. Aha! Think of the devil and it shall appear. Oops. Hold fire for that shotgun is real good at platforming. It's really neat. Like it a lot. Anything else? Dropped down the hole earlier. Is that the same hole that I investigated earlier? I mean, I'm always down to investigate a new hole. Always down to explore a new hole. Show me a hole, I'm gonna get excited. You reveal your hole to me, gonna be a good time for Alex. That's how it works. I think it's the same one. I'm gonna double check. Can I like kill you? The path is closed for now. All it says. Okay. Very mysterious. Let's go ahead and go through that blue door. I haven't seen a red door yet, but I suspect there will be one after this first door, basically. Wait, what's the button to change my loadout? Maybe I can't do it right now. I changed it to tab, I think. Show loadout tab. Nah, it doesn't work. Maybe I can't do it here, at least. Yeah, you need both keys. That's what it is. The secret. This looks a little bit Zen-like. Which, not not to say Z-E-N, Zen, but X-E-N, the Half-Life 1 alien world sequence. And the the login credentials for the Netfreaks page. Are we done here? I think we might be. Let's head back to the portal. Anything up here? I think it was down... was it back here? Yes, it was this way. I think it should tell me. All items have been found. Hell yeah. So now with that, save again. Bling. And then go to the webscape. We have the login credentials now, so it's log in. Time to get high. Janitor's note. This is a good post. Continue to post things like this. Made my first hack for the site. Throw it in the DG engine folder, lowest gravity, and just for you. So a new ability. Visit a save station or go back to the main menu and click on arena.exe to go into the loadout screen. Cool. Janitor says, welcome. What else we got? Does anyone know how to hack a forum? Asking for a friend, obviously. This person just gives an IP address. Very good. Want some cash. I can't wait to get out of school and start making some cash. Heard about on your parade, but unless you get hired by a corporation, you'll earn peanuts. I love peanuts. Okay. Very good. Contacted by this executive, he used a third party to reach out to me. I know it's him, offering me a lot of cash to do a confidential hacking job into his own company's AI. After having its ethical constraints removed, the AI set up a human trafficking ring. It's like vaguely, almost. It's like an alternate an alternate telling of what might have happened in the events of System Shock 1. Yeah, it removed its ethical constraints, and instead of like trying to take over the world, yeah, it just set up a little bit, just did a little bit of human trafficking as a treat. Fuck G-Max. Galactimax, more like Galactus sucks. LMAO. They posted the same thing twice. Bloodthirsty for gladiator combat. He's not wrong. I would love to be their CEO. I need to strip out a VIP's email address from a bunch of archived email. Okay. Stoned rear. Okay, that's all well and good. Soul Split King. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to read all that, man. What? Shut the fuck up. Yep, there we go. Okay, just doing a quick kind of speed read of it. Nothing jumped out of me. None of you are worthy of getting into the super secret sub forum. You can't get past me unless I like how you post. But once again, we need to like unlock or have moderators approve our accounts so that we can post. Same with here. So yeah, the post button is still not available. It's this killer person. That's the one we need to figure out, especially with this subforum access. And if I go to the abilities, so the first aid one is cool, but the super jump is much more worth our while. Get both of these actually. First aid and super jump. Oh, equipment. Enabled. First aid, equipment. There we go. Metapack and flight. So now if I go back to, I think it was the first area, the dominant zone, I think. We're always down to get dominated. It is... Yeah, it's that one. It's a third jump. That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. I can't take any weapons into the little secret portal area. This one right here. Also, I can get the extra armor, which we don't need necessarily, but it is nice. Basically a health container. Just some extra armor that we'll always have with us forever. It was up top. Yes, over this way. There we go. Gotta wait for this to regain itself. 1, 2, 3. The enduring armor up to 20. Quite good. I think that's all we needed. Get the heck out of here. I do like the fast movement. Is that all the items? All the items on this map, so we're in good shape. And I think that really is it for this floor of levels. Oh, okay, freaking jump through me again. It's gotta be... Are we going up to exit? Yes, this one right here. All the items are found. Good. Good. The third floor should be open. They said we're free to leave. When I assume when they mean leave, they mean go to the next floor up. I will save. And so we're going. All the other characters are gone. All the NPCs. Feel very mysterious. Cutscene time. Okay, here they are.
Something is wrong. The air feels heavy. Hey, Mr. Wizard. You know anything about that?
No, the air is fine. The map is fine. The undead don't need
What's up, Perry?
to breathe, so
Good to see you, bud.
Now, we are in the CTF lobby. A classic mode.
Capture the flag.
Feared by the gamers of old, right? Now go.
I am a gamer of old, it's true.
It's an exerting task.
Oh, okay. That's it. What do you think? These clothes are something, I admit. They're literally painted on because we all have skins. It's all just one layer. Good thing none of us have to use the restrooms. What's going on with Rumbletron? Gets possessed and tries to duel us from time to time, so that's what that was. We actually won a match against him in one of his little episodes. Interesting. Okay, so he has nothing new for us. We'll check in with all of them, see if any of them have anything new necessarily. He's just watching this staticky monitor. He's also staring at us, but I'm assuming he's also watching this thing. What you looking at? I could find some floor plans. Vice gives me the creeps, he says. I can't say I blame him. No one else on this little area. I will go and save. I mean, we just saved, but I'll save again. This time we're in the other lobby. Literally one screen later. What about the others? Anything about the weird stuff? What's up, Jin? That's right, Kind was very generous to us. He gifted a bunch of subs earlier. Despite me trying to reassure him that kind of thing is never expected, he continued to insist. He said, I'm gifting some subs, and I said, all right. You don't have to, but all right. Of course, it's appreciated. Can we talk to this guy? Yes. He says, Bzzzt. Do you have any wisdom? Not an installation. Anything else? Yep, so he still says the same general stuff. Memory hasn't been wiped. Not even a team deathmatch, he says. Anything else? Nope. Go back. How about the others? Can't see the color. That's still the same. Range items. Says the same thing otherwise. Somebody would like maybe say something different. I like how it's very clearly a human torso, but maybe a robot torso, maybe human legs or something underneath. All very mysterious. All very mysterious. We got capture the flag. There's the first one, of course. You know the peeps to talk to? That's it. Yeah, it's like I can't stop him. All I can do is advise, like, make sure that nobody overextends himself, obviously. Gotta take care of themselves before generosity like that gets thrown around, but of course it was very nice. It was very nice. We have an MS Paint comic. All right. How's about this? It is quite late, so we're gonna do this last match, and then I think we're gonna wrap it up after this. Actually, after this ends. So Perry, I got you though. If it's okay with you, Perry, I will refund you the points, and then the next time we have you around, we'll get you covered. New language, Spanish maybe, maybe Italian. Oh, give me a random gun. Maybe it really wants me to have this gun in particular. I need to capture their flag. The Antichrist reveals himself, is what this guy just said.
That had to hurt.
If I can find their... Oh, someone else already has the flag. Someone already scored. Nice. I'm trying to pay attention to the dialogue, just because the dialogue is weird and mysterious. I can't quite... there's a lot to keep up with just because...
Double kill.
Oh yeah, there he is, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to keep up with just because there's also the actual game itself.
Too easy.
And he's on my team, Rumbletron, and he's kind of like carrying the entire match, honestly. He scored for us already. We have this like extremely smart, extremely capable AI person. Oh, and now we're over here. They've all been kicked again. Rumbletron himself was kicked.
Oh,
Hackerman is in.
You're that,
A specialist. I work for the airmen as, let's just say, an intelligence officer. Your friend, the wizard, he's been dabbling and goes far beyond this necromantic freak show. So, do you want to leave?
Sure, but can I? I mean, wait. Why do I only keep asking questions? I feel like a plot device now.
How inquisitive of you. No worries. Sometimes one just acts like a mirror to someone else.
Jin over here is like, yo, call me Moneybags the way I got that hot $44.
Flips the switch back on you to sneak.
Moneybags Jin over here flexing his big stacks of dollars. What's up, Ace? This is basically Quake 5. It's Quake 4.5 with how like weirdly meta this game gets, and the other outside the game functions like the web browser and the desktop icon screen. This is a very cool but very weird game. It's kind of hard to place it. I enjoy it. I do like it. I can also see why maybe not everybody would, because I think on Steam it has like the reviews are a little bit mixed. So I knew when I requested a review copy for this game, it was... Whoop. Alright, I still fell down. When I requested a review copy, I was like, well, I'm not gonna like commit necessarily to a full playthrough, but enough to experience the first couple of bits of it, just kind of see how we feel about it beyond that. But I'm liking it, just for the sheer spectacle of it. And again, you know, the idea of a game like this that swings for the fences and doesn't always land correctly. Like, not all these ambitious ideas land properly, but at least it's different.
Investigation, or fix it and keep this circus going. Shouldn't be too hard to pick, since I'd be willing to help you out in return.
We shoot it or do we fix it? So store the power.
Good choice. Our Necro Pimp should be throwing
Necro Pimp.
Second now.
We had to power it up.
Damn it! Map is breaking.
Necro Pimp. That's a real...
Game over, everyone.
That's a real career path, right?
Seal that one for now.
Can I add Necro Pimp to my resume? To my LinkedIn profile? 100% profit? That counts, Jen. That counts. And now we're in a completely different zone. Playing as this guy again. In this weird military base. Satin ammo in the other room, and Alan at his robot while the door to the outside gets repaired. The green knife. Very glowy. Are you the guy? Big boy, scout ops. Portals can't be trusted, he says. We don't use elevators either. Okay. Heard about the G being painted onto certain walls. That one forum post. Yeah, this guy doesn't have the cool crouch jump. He has different guns, different abilities. Pause. Good talking at you. All right. I guess I'm the boss, maybe. He says the same thing. Boss. Yep. When I see my boss at work, I just go, boss. I see nothing else. Good old Allen Robotics. The K-frame is working. Robots are designed for ride control like a prison. This one is specialized for our purposes. What are our purposes? Yeah, my glasses are very special. Thank you for noticing. Okay. Is that it? Now this door is open. That one is kind of ajar, but I don't know if I can crouch low enough for it. Try it. Yes, boss, employee. That's how we acknowledge each other. Those of us in corporations, that's how we do it. Oh, I'm full of shit. This is where we started. I think. No, this is the other guy. Yeah, Sat Namo. Who is AMB? Athlete at the G-Max Casino. It's really hard to, like, piece together a cohesive narrative. It's very much all over the place. But maybe this is referring to the main protagonist. Same disease, perhaps. Yeah, all gray, exactly. So this is perhaps a flashback of sorts. This one opens up. Door's fixed. Go on through. So saith the pager. Oh, that one. That's where we started. Can I take my cool green glowy knife thing with me? Up on the table, maybe? Can't do it. Can't do it. All right. HR, employee, yes. Name is Taurus. Want to taste food again, he says. That sounds awfully sad. Oh, shit. I pressed E thinking I had to skip something. Boss. Health packs. Boss. That is my first name, and don't you forget it. It says so on my driver's license that I definitely have in this game. Random waterfall. Brush them off with my armor. They're like, these ghosts are like flies, he says. They're annoying. So now like random Turok mode. Turok zone with this like kind of heavily forested cavernous area. It's kind of a nice change of pace, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cool. The lighting's pretty. Something different, at least. Oh, random cave. Third floor lobby. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay, that was the end. I was thinking that was like a secret exit, not like the exit. This game is wild. It's interesting. It is interesting. I think I want to play more of it. I'll be honest, I don't know if the story is gripping me as much as maybe it's supposed to. Like, I don't know if I feel myself getting grabbed by the story. Just the general weirdness is unique. And again, like, this kind of menu is cool. This game does some really interesting stuff for sure. So it's like, you can't fault the game for at least trying something different. And yeah, it's different, all right. This is a unique one, no question. But yeah, it's just kind of all over the place. You know, it's hard to follow the story and like the significance of certain events. Which of these sequences is a flashback, which is an illusion, which is someone else's perspective entirely. I don't know. It's just a little bit much. But like I said, I'm glad I at least got to try it out. Especially given that it's been on my radar for a while. It came out last year. I think it was in early access for a while. It came out last year, and it's been on my radar for a while. And I'm grateful I was able to get a review key for the game. Like, that part of it is really nice too, obviously. But yeah, it's just a very strange one, a strange beast. and it's kind of hard to place it, you know, when compared to other boomer shooters of the like. We'll be playing a couple of other interesting boomer shooters next week, but I think this one is by far the weirdest one. By far the weirdest, but like I said, I'm still glad I was able to play it.